Good morning to you. Thursday morning. Today is going to be very much a repeat of yesterday. I'm continuing to complete the 28-day self-esteem reboot challenge. And the tagline is, success starts with self-esteem. Never a true word has been spoken. Your self-esteem is the foundations upon which you behave. It's your experience of life. It's how you interact with the world. It's what you believe is possible for you. Your expectations from yourself, your expectations from others in terms of how they treat you and respect you. Also, your expectations for your business and for your success. So I'm really excited about this. 28 days to reboot your self-esteem. We're launching out on the 28th. On the 1st of February, because why not? February's got 28 days. It feels like a very nice, tidy thing. It suits my OCD lovely. So yeah, today is continuing to work on that. Awesome content. I've got all the content now in my planner. I've just got to work out exactly where it goes, what content on what day, and the best way of delivering that content on each day. And then we're going to just do little plans for each day. Just little plans, just one or two notes that I want to get across. It's not to overwhelm people. This is not about trying to do 100 hours of content. It's about giving them little short snippets, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5-minute videos maximum in a day. Just specifically around one topic, around self-esteem. There's an exercise I'm going to get people to do in the background, well tried and tested. I've given it to lots of my clients. Lots of people in success groups have done this as well, and it works every single time. So there's a little exercise to do in the background. I reckon all told, maybe 10 minutes a day, maybe 15 minutes a day maximum of practice, including the video and the content, and also the daily practice you have to do. And it's not woo-woo. It's all about this. It's all about the brain, how the brain works, where self-esteem comes from, and how you can maximize it, reboot it, and recharge it. Anyway, really excited about this content. Myself included, always had self-esteem issues growing up. Even now as an adult, it's still one of the areas that I can wobble on quite easily. I understand my triggers now, and I can see how it works. And I've got a lot of work in the past that I've done in order to not allow it to slip too far. But it's still something that I have to be aware of on an ongoing basis. It's just one of my Achilles heels, right? And it is for a lot of business owners, especially if, like me, you're constantly putting yourself out there in front of people in new ways and pushing it. When I first started doing the daily G's, that was a new concept for me. It was a new way of putting myself out there. Then you get comfortable with it. And then, of course, you get some positive feedback, etc. You get more confident with it, and then that becomes a normal. And if I carried on just doing this for the rest of my life, I'd be confident and I'd be happy and everything else. However, what happens, of course, we're going to now go to the next level. So I'm looking at putting a podcast out there. So guess what? You have that little wobble again. And it's not just about wobble, about confidence. If you've got a self-esteem issue, it can really start to trigger those. Am I good enough? Do I deserve this, etc., etc. As I say, very much on top of my own issues. However, I'm telling you now, I'm going to participate fully in this reboot. I've done it myself actually a good few times in probably the last 10 years myself, and it does wonders for me as well. So I'm actually going to participate completely fully, as well as obviously creating the program and delivering it and everything else. So anyway, there you go. A little bit about self-esteem. If you're a business owner and you're aware of your confidence issues, your self-esteem issues, your lack of deserving, lack of self-confidence, lack of self-value, you're aware that you maybe, deserving issues, or your expectations are low, whatever it might be, get your ass on that self-esteem reboot. There'll be lots of details following up about how you can participate from the 1st of February, and it'd be great to see some of you on there. Anyway, I'm heading to the gym. I'll check in with you later. Have a bloody awesome one, and yeah, I'll speak to you a bit. This is usually where Simon, who edits my daily G's together, drops in a 5 hours later.
What? Oh, all right then.
6 hours later.
It's actually probably been nearer 6 hours later, actually. Got my head down, got stuck in there. Quite a few people around, so I didn't really feel it was appropriate to go filming them and sticking them in my daily vlog. Anyway, it's all been about the self-esteem reboot. As I said, it's come together absolutely spiffingly. genuinely love this content. I know it's self-indulgent because I'm writing it, but I genuinely, passionately love this content. I'm not gonna lie to you, some of it I definitely need to hear now, and some of it I need to remind myself on a more regular basis. It doesn't matter, I mean this, it doesn't matter how self-assured you are, or how confident you feel you are. I'm telling you now, it pays to boost your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-value. It just enables you to live your life your way, be more of who you are, put who you are out there in a more authentic, honest and unreserved way, and that has to be a good thing. It allows you to follow your own agenda. It allows you to more confidently make decisions, to feel that even when things go wrong or you make a mistake, that it was still the right thing to do. I could go on. I've been writing this content now all afternoon. Obviously, I'm not gonna give too much away. If you think your self-esteem could either use a boost or a reboot to get it back to firing on all cylinders, get your ass on the self-esteem reboot. You'll be seeing plenty of opportunities to sign up to that over the next week or so. Anyway, I'm going to head back home right now. I've got to continue. It's probably going to be another late night in order to hit my targets. I've got to get this thing really planned by the end of today. Certainly we'll get the first half, so the first 14 days planned by today, because tomorrow I've got to start shooting this thing, and again, I'll be shooting a little bit over the weekend. Got my daughters coming, so as always, I will not be doing too much work while they're here. That was a commitment I made many years ago to them and myself. And however, I'll probably shoot about an hour or so on Saturday, hour or so on Sunday, and then I will be picking it all up and going hardcore on Monday afternoon to get this finished. At the very minimum, my target is the first 14 days. That gets us through to when we're back from our trip, and then I can potentially reshoot the next 14 days. I wanted to get the whole thing done. I'm not gonna lie to you, I want to get the whole thing done before I went away. That may or may not be slipping right now. We've got 2.5 weeks in Vietnam, Cambodia and Dubai, and of course that is a very looming deadline, and I've got a lot of work to do and commitments between now and heading off next week. So I'm not gonna lie to you, as I keep saying, you've got to hold yourself accountable to your targets. Occasionally it starts to slip. What do? You rework your plan. You don't change the goal. The goal is to run the self-esteem reboot, to run it for 28 days and to start it on February 1st. That goal is cast in stone, and that cannot change. However, how I get to that outcome, sometimes you have to reevaluate, you have to change your plan, have to change your strategy. And right now I'm wavering on my original plan and strategy, get the whole thing done, and I'm starting to reevaluate, potentially to do the first half, come back, shoot the second half in time to complete the whole course. In your own goals, it happens. In fact, I saw a statistic somewhere that apparently the average plan, regardless of whether it's like a month or a year or whatever it might be, is out of date within about 3 weeks. So in about 3 weeks, the average plan is no longer relevant. However, it's the act of creating the plan, that's really important, because it gives you that path, it gives you that roadmap. What you then have to do is just keep reevaluating your plans to make sure that you stay on target with your goals. Yeah, I'll just add that one at the end there. A little bit of a freebie for you today on Thursday evening. Hope you're having an awesome Thursday yourself. Tomorrow's the big one, don't forget. End the week on a really big high. And I will check in with you then. Have an awesome one. And I'll see you tomorrow.